Once I went there and met the priests and brothers who ran the school, I thought, yeah, this is where I belong. About the time I reached my middle school years, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, my family moved to a different suburb of Chicago from where we had been living. And our new house was half a block from the church. So we became very involved in the parish, and of course, being in 6th grade, I was an altar server. And because I was so close to the church, I often got called on at the last minute to come and serve Mass. So I got to know the priests of the parish very well. And I also got to experience the Eucharist quite a lot. When I got to 8th grade, boys had 3 choices for high school. You could go to the public school, you could go to the Catholic school, or you could go to the seminary. But I thought that'd be an interesting thing to do, and I admired the priests, and I enjoyed Mass, and I thought, well, this might fit me, About the same time, toward the end of my 8th grade year, I learned about a Vincentian seminary outside of Chicago, just in Lamont, Illinois. And I learned it was a boarding school. Once I went there and met the priests and brothers who ran the school, I thought, yeah, this is where I belong. One of the things I enjoy most about my priestly ministry is the celebration of the sacraments, but especially preaching at Mass. I was fortunate enough to have a couple of very, very good homiletics professors when I was in seminary. And then there were a few other Vincentians whose preaching style I really admired. And so I've tried to emulate all of those men in my preaching. St. Vincent, when he talked to the Confreres about preaching, he said, use the little method. Don't try to impress your congregation by how much you know about God or theology. He says, speak in everyday language. Just talk about the scriptures and what they mean and leave it at that. And so that's what I do. I get up, I talk about the scriptures, I try to make an application, in everyday life, and then I sit down. And from what I hear, most people like my preaching. One thing I would tell someone who is considering a vocation, especially to the Vincentians, but any vocation to religious life, is to get to know the persons. Personally, get to know a Vincentian, a priest or a brother. Spend time with them. Ask to join their community for prayers and meals. See that at least one Vincentian, or many of them, are very different, and that they're run the range of personalities that you would find in any profession or any vocation. But get to know a Vincentian priest or brother, and if the Holy Spirit is leading you to this vocation, then you'll know it by feeling comfortable with these men and following in their footsteps.